Alright, so I just checked in at the hotel. Unfortunately, my room isn't on the side with that view. But for free, I can't complain. So, I already grabbed a cup of coffee, got some waters, and now I just need to start settling in. But it's kind of cool outside, but it's not too bad. And actually wouldn't be too bad to sit out here a little bit longer. Maybe I'll do that before I start unpacking and organizing and doing laundry and all that good jazz. But a little bit of a step up from the Jeep, so I think I can manage for one night. Alright, it is Tuesday, September 17th, and I'm just now leaving Lewiston. It's about 11 o'clock. Got a good breakfast, took my time getting ready, and reorganized the Jeep a little bit, but instead of getting on 15 and heading north to 90 and taking all highway to Red Lodge is the destination that I'm going in Montana, so I can get on the Beartooth Pass. I'm going to take 12, which is more direct, but a lesser traveled road, and it looks like it kind of zigzags quite a bit around natural obstacles. It'll be a much prettier drive. I don't like highway driving too much. It's just too fast-paced and usually not as much to see. So I'm going to take my time. It says it's about a 9.5-hour drive. It'd probably take me more like 13 or 14 with stops and maybe launching the drone here or there, or just doing whatever. But that's okay, because I don't plan on getting to Hell Roaring Trail until tomorrow evening sometime, and then that'll give me the possibility to stay 2 nights up there if I decide to, depending on the weather. But so I'm just gonna play it by ear like I usually do. But it's a beautiful day, so I'm just gonna enjoy the ride on the way out there. Alright, so I'm on Route 12 eastbound still, and I've got about 80 miles to go. The entire route follows a river system, and right now I'm following the Clearwater River. You touch on the Nez Perce National Forest, and then you spend a lot of time in the Clearwater National Forest. But it's really pretty. I mean, there's very few barriers between you and the drop-off down to the river, so you've got that wide open in most places, and then on the other side you either have cliffs or rock faces or just part of the mountain area. And it's full of pine trees, and they're healthy, so I don't really see a lot of areas where they've been hit by disease or even fire. And the fall is just barely started here, so it's not real colorful yet, but it's still really pretty, and a great time of year to do this because you can drive with the windows down, and it's really nice and cool. Actually, a couple of times I had to roll them back up just because it got a little bit too cool. But yeah, if you're in the area, this road is definitely worth it. I'm going to show some footage along with this particular video of just the twists and bends and the canyon areas and the open areas of the river. It's all really amazing. So I'm glad I went this way. I should have I meant to go to head north. I think it's on 95. Coeur de Leon or something like that it's called. It was recommended by Nate and I completely forgot about it. So I ended up on this road, but I lucked out and it's still really pretty. So I'm gonna continue to enjoy the drive, and it's got some cloud cover, but it's not too bad. Still see some blue up there, but really nice day and just a great time for a drive. And so one other thing, this route is actually part of the Lewis and Clark trail system, and it's been since I can remember. I've been seeing signs for what seems like forever. I'm not sure how much longer it goes, but if you're interested in following that, that's also part of this route, so that's kind of cool as well. I spoke too soon about the pine trees being healthy, because I'm about, I don't know, 10-15 miles from the Montana border, and all of a sudden it's just littered with dead and or dying pine trees all over the place. You can see the color starting to change on a lot of the dark green ones to a light green and then brown. And in the landscape up in the mountains, you can pretty much see the same thing. Here's a really bad patch here where all these will be dead probably by next year, or a lot of them will be. So that's a shame. I hadn't seen this in quite a long time, and getting back into this area, I imagine I'm going to see a lot more of it again. Alright, so I just got off of 90 onto this one exit, and just wanted to see if there was anywhere that I could go to get a nice spot for the night. I've still got about 200 20 miles to go to Red Lodge, but it's starting to get dark, and I'm hoping I can find a decent spot to call home. Well, I looked and didn't find anything else up in this area. It looks like a very well used local hangout. There's even a bunch of graffiti at the one end, but I'll just keep looking and spend a little bit more time, but not too much. If I don't find anything, I'm just gonna look on Overlander and just stay at a trailhead or something. Alright, so I just found this wide open spot. It's a heavily used area, but I'm going to have some flat ground, and there's no one else up here because it is a Tuesday, but there were plenty of people on the way here. So this is going to be it. Alright, so this is a well-traveled area. Every path that I've taken is well-worn, and even campers in very hard to get to spots. So the locals and the people that come from out of town to this area, they know where they're going. But I'm not spending much time here. I'm just going to crawl in the back, watch some downloaded Netflix, and then after that just hit the sack and get out of here early tomorrow so I can head towards my really nice spot tomorrow night. But you can actually see my breath. It is quite chilly here. I'm in the mountains of Montana. I don't know what the elevation is, but it's going to be a really nice night of sleeping. The area that I'm in, I don't know how much of that you can see. It's pretty dark, but it's got a few spots around here for places that are big enough for RVs. You can hear the highway down below. But yeah, that's my night. I don't even know if I'm going to make anything to eat. I'm not that hungry. It's going to be pretty chill. So hopefully tomorrow ends up being as good as it was today.